Woke up at 4:30. I fell asleep at probably 10:45 was the last time I looked at my clock, and I fell asleep. Didn't wake up until 4:30, and then made the mistake. Well, not the mistake, because it'll save me in the long run. I checked my messages, and we had a machine down at 3 in the morning. So I've been getting ready for work and communicating with one of our mechanics that doesn't work on the machine that was down, and explaining to him what we need to do to fix the machine. Just something not too, it's a little complex, but not too bad. So I need to check on him. I think he has, yeah, let me stop and do this real quick. Okay. Oh, dude. Man, I don't like waking up like this, y'all. All right, well, I had to get to work early anyway, so this saved me a lot of time, because the alternative would have been me scrambling as fast as I could to get ready and then race to work. You know, it would have been too chaotic. So like I said, I have my main press mechanic was out yesterday and today, so it's my responsibility to keep the machines running while he's out. But I've got another mechanic there that works on other machines that I knew I could guide safely, guide them to get us running. So I am like totally tired, dude. So we'll have to be careful on this ride, because I'm still pretty tired, but it'll give me a little energy shot over here, and then hopefully I'll snap out of it. This will be the second week, man, that I'm just like tripping on sleep. All right. So let's go across here rapidamente. Let's go through the neighborhood instead of the main roads until I wake up. Oh man, sleep deprivation is real, bros. Oh man, just go, dude. Just go, just go. Just gonna have to pass me later. So hopefully I didn't forget anything. So I feel a lot more comfortable on the bike now to go fast when the bike feels like going fast. Yeah, I don't. You probably can't see it, but when the front end still, it kind of pulls to one side, and then just because it's bent. And when I do one hand, it starts like kind of shaking. Go check out, we'll go check out, well, we'll go down, let's go through downtown Orange, and then, we'll see, maybe I'll check out Palmyra, but I'll probably look at Palmyra like at night. I don't think they have their decorations up. I think they do them this weekend. I know there's that one house that I already got on Friday that has theirs started with all the skeletons in the yard. It was on the thumbnail, but you can't really see it. Then on that video from Friday too, when I was looking at that old house, I added like some crazy Halloween stuff to the house, like a ghost and like this creepy little girl and a mummy and some flames up on the roof, and but nobody said anything, nobody noticed it. It just flashed on the screen really quick, like subliminally. It's a lot different than going to work at 9. Actually, yeah, let's go through downtown Orange and then we'll go by the train station. We're gonna get the sun. This is going to be the sunrise ride. These are the type of rides that I talked about before, that it's very hard for me to do the color and light because you know, you start off in the dark and then you end up in the sunshine. So to come up with settings that encompass the whole video is a little challenging, but we'll figure it out. Go by these shops. Sweet peach, Betty Boop. Watch out for humans. A lot of downtown Orange is always activated. There's always people out, man. I mean, it's 6 in the morning and that parking lot's full. Oh, here's another tragic thing that I heard is Starbucks right there is closing down. So first it was, I think, Felix's, that I don't know, Argentinian restaurant or some kind of place over down in South America. And then because they raised the rent there so high, and now Starbucks is closing down. I don't know if that's why they're closing down. I don't know about that, but I know definitely the reason why that restaurant that has been like iconic for downtown Orange for years, or since I've been here, and from what I understand, way beyond that, yeah, man, whoever owns that building just jacked up the rent so high that they couldn't afford to do it anymore. It's just crazy, man. Freaking greedy people, dude. I know everything's getting expensive, but I guarantee the person that owns that building is not struggling. You know, they just want more. They read like something about what, you know, they're not people, they're just they're just reading like economic, like just reading data, right? They're just looking at, oh, like this building should be worth this amount and you should be getting this amount of rent. And if the calculations aren't adding up, then they jack up the rent. In spite of like putting a bunch of people out of work, knocking out a iconic restaurant. I mean, I know there's more to those situations than I would even care to understand, but from the outside looking in, that's what it appears to be to me, you know. It's like my rent right now is not expensive. Well, it is, but it's not. It's like for down here, it's not bad. Like right now, it's $3,000, but the reason why it's $3,000 is because they haven't done any work to the house since we've lived there for 13 years. Like they have it up, like it looks like it was built in the 80s, and all the stuff inside of that house is still from the 80s, like everything, which is fine for us. It works out for us, you know. But then we had a leaking roof that caused my camera might have just got wet. Caused mold in a few different places in our house, and then some of it wasn't visible. Once it was visible, I mean, we had let them know about the leaking roof 2 years ago, and they never fixed it, and then it just turned into a whole nightmare. So they can't, it's considered retaliation if they raise the rent right now. So we have a little while, like 6 months, I think, before they can raise it on us. But that's what they tried. They tried to raise it to $3,500. They tried to raise it to $3,500, $500 increase. And they haven't put any money into the property. Nothing. And the property taxes, I think it's in California, right? I don't know about that kind of stuff, but they stay the same. You know, you can't raise the property taxes. So their expenses have not gone up, like in that house, but the rent does, you know. And I think when we moved in there, it was like $2,000. It's like $2,000. And yeah, but they look and they're like, well, all the other houses around there are renting for this amount of money, so they want that same amount of money. But the other houses, the people that own them, they like fix the houses up. You know, you go into these other houses and they've got, you know, marble countertops and stainless steel appliances and, you know, the laminate wood floors, like everything's new carpet, all painted, crown molding, like everything looks up to date, upgraded, you know. And then they ask for more money, you know. But if your house is like, you know, I don't know, we're hard on a house anyway, and I don't take care of stuff like I should either, but I don't know. This is crazy. Anyway, I try not to go into that. I try not to go into that mode of thought, you know. Sometimes you have to just accept it, you know. If you can't change it, you drive yourself crazy. You know, it's just like you only have a few choices of what you can do. You know, you can try to change something. And if you can't change it, you have to accept it. I forget what the other one is. You gotta bail, you gotta take off. That's part of the change though, I guess. Let's go over here. Oh. Damn, homeboy is he okay? I think he's alive. Is he breathing? I don't know if he's breathing, y'all. Let's make sure he's alive. I'll turn all my lights off so I don't wake him up. Is he breathing? Oh yeah, he's breathing. He's alive. Not much I could do if he wasn't. I guess if he wasn't alive, there's not much we could do for him. You should have helped me when I was alive. Alright, this is a dangerous move here. Alright, let's get our lights back on. So another delirious ride, my friends. Whacked out commentary. Yeah, it's like if you're working at a place and you're underpaid, you know, you either have to accept it or you have to get a different job, you know. Or if you're living in a place that's too expensive, you have to move. Like that's just it's kind of just the way it is. It sucks, but nobody's gonna look out for you these days. My old school route right here. Old school. It's gonna be a long day, so I've got to, I have a doctor's appointment at 5, so I'm gonna get to work at 7. I should be able to leave at 3:30, but I'm gonna be there till 5. And I'm gonna ride home at 6. That means it's gonna start getting dark on my ride home. So we're gonna hit the sunrise and the sunset. CVS, y'all. This place used to be pretty activated, but it's not anymore. I need to get across here. I see a motorcycle. So that double trouble with the no sleep and visibility. So we're gonna go slow. We're gonna go slow. Check my text while you guys look at the beautiful 22 freeway. All right. 6:30, 67 degrees. All right, do we want to cut through the mall or do we want to go around this thing? I guess we'll cut through the mall. Let's go up here real quick. So I'm going to show you the best. If you ever go to Main Place Mall, this is where you gotta go park. You're gonna go up here. Around here. Right here. This is where I always park at the mall. Right here is where I park. It's my parking spot, y'all. I mean, rarely is this mall packed enough that it's like all these parking spots are always empty. So it's kind of interesting, you know. Like, I feel like they could do more with this land. But maybe they plan on the mall getting full again. I can't imagine that all these spots were ever full. I feel like I'm gonna hit my head. they're supposed to, I think, supposed to build more houses like this in the front, I think. What's up, fellow e-bikers? Oh, you know what? We're gonna go under this bridge. I don't want to go over it. So I have 2 jackets. I should have worn them. I've got one in my backpack right now. Very tempted to put it on and put my hood on. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna suit up. Oh, there's somebody parked right here. There's their bikes right there, and they're crashed out right where I was gonna stop. We'll go over here. All right, let's get warmed up. Let's get warmed up, y'all. Oh. Oh, I don't need a bus. I don't need a bus. So it looks really beautiful over there. They have grass planted. I didn't know they were putting grass in. I just put on my head covering, not my other long sleeve shirt. I think this should be sufficient. Traveler. Gypsy. So they're coming from 17th Street up here. Right heading to the Red Roof Inn. That's the circuit. Oh, all right, 38 minutes. not doing well. Usually I can overcome this feeling. It's not going away. It's got a stick. Quick quack. Quick quack car wash. Not a bad intersection to stop at. One of my favorite intersections in Santa Ana, 17th and Main. Getting it figured out. You know what's a crazy thing is the simulation theory. Have to speed it up eventually. Jane says I'm done with Sergio. He treats me like a rag doll. He hides the television. It's like a rotten looking. Look at this right here. This spot. This spot right here is just ravaged, man. It's like it stinks so bad. Must be a spot where who knows what they do right there. It's like the same kind of section like dogs when they go in the same spot every time. That's what that looks like. He treats me like a rag doll. That's okay, man. She don't like him anyway. Yeah, this little spot right here used to all be full of tents back when I first started doing this ride. This guy looks a little bit rowdy. Yeah, man, we're getting old school on this ride. Memories. Forgot how awesome this street is early in the morning. Wow, dude. It's been 49 minutes. I'm still not even close to where I need to be. It's alright, it's gonna be a good video. Where can we go fast? Where can we go fast? Check our messages. Here. That's okay, man. She don't like them anyway. All right, I'll try to get us to a good finishing spot, my friends. It says 52 minutes. Means the video is probably about maybe 40 something. 48 minutes. We got 12, we got about, we might be able to make the whole thing. I didn't think I was gonna make it yesterday, and we made it. This is a four-way stop, but you cannot trust it. This is a yielder. Squeaky. And the wind's just blowing straight up the sleeves of this jacket. Man, I need to button it up. Look at this, go through the mud. Mud. Here we go. Here comes that night rider. Look at this guy. Yeah. Love it. My brothers. I'm gonna button up my other sleeve. at this rowdy crew over here. So they used to have security that goes through here, armed security, but I don't see them anymore. I think what they did is they put up those, God dang it, I can't get this button. They put up those assistance towers with the phones, and instead of the security guard cruising through here. What's up, y'all? Jeez, you see that dog? This is a great path. I love this path. So going through there, if you're new, see these towers here. This is what replaced the security guard, I think. If you're new to the channel, you haven't seen like probably my older videos, like on my electric. When I first started, like I'd always have the morning video would always be dark, and then the afternoon video would be normal. So I go to work much earlier. So there's some awesome rides on that trail there, like where it's foggy and dark or like raining. Yeah, it's awesome. We're gonna go. All right, so where are we going to end this video at? I think we can make it all the way to. Maybe to Dyer. But I'm not trying to go fast on this path for obvious reasons. Well, two reasons: because people, and because I want to enjoy it. You know, it's funny, sometimes you see that type of exercise equipment like everywhere. And, you know, I think a lot of times it might just sit there, you know, and people don't use it. But this one here, man, people use it. And there's another one at my house, Grijalva Park. They use it. Like, I always see people getting their circuit down, you know. I gotta look like triple time for cars because I don't have all my senses right now. Yeah, dude, this is the second dog I've seen pooping on this ride, man. Pretty freaking lame. Jeez. Well, this will be nice once they get done with this street. They're gonna landscape all this. It's gonna look nice. This area here, it's, you know, started dying since they started doing this work. Even the stuff on the right hand side. Pretty hard to believe that there's big giant concrete tunnels on this street now that you could ride a bike through. This guy finally got to take his truck off-road. It's like, yeah, bro, take a Tacoma out. Got the Tacoma out, bros. Shorty 13, homie. I think we can go. Triple time. I looked 3 times. Looks safe. So technically, this is going to be a 12-hour day. If I started helping out at work at 5 in the morning, so from 5 to 6, I was helping out. At 12. I mean, I guess this isn't working now, but still. Making bank over here. Buenos días. Oh, you're good, bro. Good morning. All right, this video is going to end soon. Video is gonna end soon, my friends. $7:07, man. Where did the time go? Lost in the delirium. Some police activity over here. Maybe we'll get that on film. Probably not though. Same old stuff, man. It's not nearly as crazy as it used to be. These guys are getting rolled up. Let's see how much battery is left on this camera. 16%. Is he making them pick up trash? Got an e-bike. You got one of them e-bikes. He made him pick up all the trash over here. Look at it. He's busting somebody else right there. Let's look real quick. We'll end the video right here. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching my video. Another very long video. I don't know, hour and a hour, you know, you can fast forward, and like I always say, like, trust me, like I talk so slow. You can watch these videos in 2 times speed, and it's gonna be just as entertaining. You're not going to miss anything I say. It's going to look like I'm riding fast, and you'll watch it in half the time. $6,491. So we're gonna hit the 6,500 mark today. think I had a dream I was riding on this section last night. And I hit a bump, a really big bump that I didn't know was here. I gotta write a paper, a presentation for my class. On change, called change management. So I've got to write the introduction. So I'm gonna start it off with that idea that Heraclitus had, which was the only thing that never changes is change, or the only thing that's permanent is change.